Welcome to Liz, Chris, and Jen's video for Assignment 3, Research Location and Evaluation. School boards must work to integrate touchscreen devices into Canadian K-12 facilities that educate individuals with ASD in order to provide them with improved education, increased social integration opportunities, and independence. Next, we would like to provide you with some background regarding the context of our research and evaluation, as well as the experiences that accompanied this process. It's important for the search engine, author, journal, and reader that search words are appropriately chosen. This allows for greater content exposure for authors and publishers, as well as reduced research time by the reader. There are many different ways for us to find information through various platforms and search engines. While ease of access can be beneficial, it may not lead to the most academically sound content, which means that the learner must be vigilant with the information received. Here are a few online search portals that will provide academic readings. APA Style started in 1929 with a 7-page article to help save publishers money and time, as submitted manuscripts were often too long, inconsistent, and sometimes incoherent. Today, the APA is the largest scientific and professional organization with more than 118,000 members. APA formatting may have a long and storied history. However, it doesn't come without issues, especially for those of us that are less experienced. This slide illustrates some of the main issues students find while using the APA Style Guide. Please also note that as we have found in our research process, citation generators are helpful, but not always accurate and do require review. In the critical evaluation of some of our articles, we use the following to help guide our review. Keywords directed our searches to relevant content. Search portals gave us access to indexes and content. APA references helped us recognize sources, and a review of an article's thesis concept led our awareness of the content. Using the summarizing process of who, what, why, when, and where, we were able to get a full understanding of the scope of an article, while the summary of findings allowed us to share the information better with each other in the process of defining a thesis statement.
Elizabeth Chaleva's summary of experience. I found that this exercise was beneficial for myself due to the line of work that I am in, and encouraged me to think outside the box and research things I could use within my career as an educational assistant. I did find that there is an abundance of information regarding this topic, and organizing it really helped me narrow down certain aspects and influence my research and skills for the future.
Chris Craig's summary of experience. I did not find this exercise to be challenging. However, I did find that it was time-consuming as my education in ASD is limited. As I learned more about the implications of tech in ASD, I was able to more concisely review the articles. Jennifer McCollum's summary of experience. I found this exercise to be engaging due to my work with children. During the review process, I found that I was constantly thinking of how each article could be implemented in my local school board. This conceptualization did mean I spent a bit longer researching than anticipated. The ample amount of resources were advantageous while researching the topic of iPads and children with ASD. In saying that, the abundance of data and information was another contributing factor to the research being time-intensive. Here you will find the search terms that we used in the Ontario Tech University Library ProQuest portal. The phrase that we found collectively most useful was iPad ASD, accompanied by our individual research focus. Initially, we each chose different ways to discover content. However, after a discussion about the efficacy or value of some articles, we agreed to use ProQuest. This decision still provided us with a broad spectrum of content that we could critically analyze later. However, there was some assurance that a large portion of the content had already been vetted for us. Using the previously outlined evaluation criteria, we were able to review a number of articles for inclusion in creating a proposed thesis. This process was effective, but definitely time-consuming and frustrating when we needed to exclude an article that we hoped would be appropriate. Some changes that would help with our thesis creation include steps to reduce outdated information early on, a multi-step review process, and more defined timelines for task completion and overall increased productivity.